Have you ever started your Volkswagen only to have the dashboard suddenly explode with warning lights that seem to appear out of nowhere? Maybe it's the check engine light, the traction control warning, an ESP fault, or even several alerts all showing up at the same time. Your first reaction is probably the same as everyone else's. This is going to be expensive. But before you assume the worst or book an appointment with a dealership, there's something you need to know. Many of these electronic faults aren't actually caused by broken parts. In many cases, they're the result of confused control modules or stored electronic errors that can often be cleared with a few simple reset procedures you can perform yourself. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact reset methods that Volkswagen owners use every day to solve many common electronic issues without spending money on unnecessary diagnostics. Modern Volkswagens are incredibly advanced compared to older vehicles. Instead of relying only on mechanical systems, today's models are packed with electronic control units that communicate with one another every second the car is running. Every one of these systems stores data, remembers previous conditions, and continuously adapts to the way the vehicle is driven. While this technology makes the car smarter and more efficient, it also creates situations where temporary glitches can trigger warning lights even though nothing is physically broken. A voltage drop during startup, a weak battery, a sensor sending an incorrect reading for just a fraction of a second, or conflicting information between different modules can all leave a fault stored in memory. Even after the original problem disappears, the warning can remain because the control module is still holding on to outdated information. That's why technicians don't immediately replace expensive components every time a warning light appears. Before moving into deeper diagnostics, they'll often perform a series of resets to eliminate software-related issues first. And surprisingly, many of these reset procedures require no special tools at all. One of the most effective methods is also the simplest, performing a complete battery reset. It may sound basic, but disconnecting the battery properly gives nearly every electronic control module inside the vehicle an opportunity to completely shut down and clear temporary stored information. Over time, these modules collect adaptation values, sensor readings, temporary fault codes, and operating history. Most of that information helps the vehicle operate smoothly, but occasionally some of it becomes corrupted or no longer reflects what's actually happening. To perform this reset, begin by locating the vehicle's battery. Depending on the Volkswagen model you own, it may be positioned under the hood or inside the luggage compartment beneath a protective cover. Using the correct wrench, loosen the negative battery terminal first. This is the black cable connected to the negative post. Once removed, make sure it cannot accidentally touch the battery again while you're waiting. Here's the step many people skip. Don't reconnect it immediately. Allow the vehicle to remain disconnected for at least 15 minutes. Waiting closer to 30 minutes is even better because it allows the remaining electrical charge stored inside the control modules to discharge completely. During this period, the various electronic systems lose temporary memory and prepare for a fresh startup. Once enough time has passed, reconnect the negative terminal securely and start the vehicle. Don't be surprised if several settings have returned to their defaults. The clock may need to be reset. Your radio stations could be gone. Automatic window functions may temporarily stop working until they're relearned. These are normal signs that the reset actually occurred. Now comes another important step that many owners overlook. Take the car for a normal drive lasting around 20 to 30 minutes. Drive through different conditions if possible. Include city streets, moderate acceleration, gentle braking, and steady highway speeds. During this time, the control modules begin collecting fresh information and rebuilding their adaptation values based on current operating conditions instead of relying on old stored data. In many situations, warning lights that appeared completely random simply disappear and never return. Another system that frequently causes unnecessary concern is the steering angle sensor. Most drivers never realize this sensor even exists, yet it plays a critical role in several different safety systems throughout the vehicle. The steering angle sensor constantly tells the car exactly where the steering wheel is pointing. That information is shared with systems responsible for electronic stability control, traction control, ABS operation, and on certain Volkswagen models, even adaptive headlights. If the sensor loses its calibration after a battery replacement, low battery voltage, or certain repair work, Multiple warning lights may suddenly appear together even though nothing has actually failed mechanically. Fortunately, recalibrating the sensor is usually straightforward. Park the vehicle on level ground with the front wheels pointing straight ahead. Turn the ignition on without starting the engine. Next, slowly rotate the steering wheel all the way to the left until it reaches the steering stop. Hold it there briefly before turning it smoothly all the way to the right and holding again. Finally, return the steering wheel to its centered position. Turn the ignition off, wait several seconds, then restart the vehicle. During the next few moments, the steering angle sensor performs a fresh calibration. If the lost calibration was responsible for the warning lights, many owners notice the alerts disappear shortly afterward without requiring any further repair. It's one of those simple procedures that often saves unnecessary diagnostic charges simply because few people know it exists. Another reset that's especially helpful when your Volkswagen feels sluggish, hesitates during acceleration, or idles roughly involves the electronic throttle body. Unlike older vehicles that used a direct mechanical cable between the accelerator pedal and the throttle plate, modern Volkswagens rely on electronic throttle control. Your accelerator pedal sends signals to the engine computer, which then commands the throttle body to open exactly as needed. As you continue driving over thousands of miles, the engine computer constantly adapts the throttle response based on airflow, engine wear, carbon deposits, and normal operating conditions. Eventually, those learned values may no longer match the actual condition of the engine. When that happens, the throttle may respond inconsistently, idle speed may fluctuate, acceleration may feel delayed, or the engine may simply seem less responsive than it used to. Fortunately, the throttle body can often relearn its correct position through a basic adaptation reset. Begin by turning the ignition on without starting the engine. Allow the electronics to initialize for several seconds. Next, slowly press the accelerator pedal all the way to the floor and keep it fully depressed. While continuing to hold the pedal down, switch the ignition off. Keep holding the accelerator for several more seconds before releasing it. After waiting briefly, start the engine without pressing the accelerator again. Allow the vehicle to idle undisturbed for several minutes. During this period, the engine control module begins recalibrating the throttle body's operating range and learning its proper resting position once again. You might notice that the idle isn't perfectly smooth at first, but that's completely normal. As the vehicle continues running and is driven normally afterward, the system gradually fine-tunes itself using fresh sensor information. In many cases, owners notice smoother idle quality, improved throttle response, and more consistent acceleration after completing this simple adaptation. One quick and often overlooked fix that costs nothing is simply checking your gas cap. Yes, really, a loose, damaged, or improperly sealed gas cap is one of the most common triggers for the check engine light on Volkswagens. It breaks the evaporative emission seal, and the system immediately flags it as a fault. Before doing any resets, pop open the fuel door, remove the cap, and reinstall it firmly until you hear at least 3 clicks. Drive for a day or two and see if the light clears. It works surprisingly often. If the warning lights persist after the battery reset, steering calibration, and throttle adaptation, consider a basic OBD2 scanner. Affordable handheld or Bluetooth OBD2 readers under $30 plug into the port under the dashboard near the steering column. They let you read and clear stored fault codes yourself. After clearing, drive the car through varied conditions again so the modules can readapt. Just remember, clearing codes doesn't fix underlying mechanical problems. If the light returns quickly, you'll need deeper diagnostics. Another useful reset is for the tire pressure monitoring system, which can sometimes trigger alongside other warnings after battery work or tire changes. Inflate all tires to the correct size listed on the driver's door sticker. Then, depending on your model, use the infotainment screen settings tires at or locate the TPM's reset button, often near the handbrake or in the glove box, and hold it until the light blinks. Drive for a few miles, and the system should relearn the pressures. Many owners report that combining these resets battery disconnect first, followed by steering and throttle procedures, clears clusters of lights. The impressive part about all of these reset procedures is that none of them repair broken components. Instead, they restore communication between the vehicle's electronic systems by clearing outdated or inaccurate information that may have been confusing the control modules all along.